Senior night as we celebrate the members of the class of 2021. We will start our ceremony today and then we will get on with the football game afterwards. So tonight we have many seniors that are going to be graduating in June. We are first going to honor our 4 cheerleaders and then we will move on to the senior football players. When your name is called, if you would please step forward as we talk a little bit about your experiences at Kenmore. So we are going to start out tonight with Brianna Cedrone. She has been a cheerleader at Kenmore for 2 years. She is joined by her aunt Carly Cugino. And her plans for next year is to attend for health studies NCCC. She said the best memory from participating in the cheer program at Kenmore is winning the East-West game. So let's give a round of applause for Brianna Cedrone. Our next senior tonight is Allison Fisher. She has been on the cheerleading squad at Kenmore for 4 years. She is joined today by her mother, Lisa Fisher, and her father, Dale Fisher. Her plans for next year is that she is going to be majoring in childhood education at Canisius College. Her favorite memories are the team bondings I've had with over the years and also creating close friendships with a lot of girls on the team. She'd like to thank tonight her mom and dad, and she says about them, they've always been pushing her to do her best in life, and she really appreciated them coming to her games and competitions. Please give a round of applause for Allison Fisher. Our next senior is Abby Grezkowiak. She has been on the cheerleading squad at Kenmore for 3 years. She is joined by her mother, Julie Brocacchio, and her father, Andy Grezkowiak. Her plans for next year is that she's going to be attending SUNY Geneseo and pursuing a career in the medical field. Her favorite memory was all of the fun. I had so many amazing friends and memories. It was the highlight of my time at Kenmore. She'd like to thank her mom and dad. She'd like to thank her mom and dad for supporting me throughout her entire life and pushing me always to do my best. I would not be where I was, and it wasn't for everything if you hadn't done it for me. They encouraged me to be the best version of myself and never give up. Let's give a round of applause to Abby. We also have her sister, Emma Grezkowiak, who has been on the cheerleading squad for 3 years. She is joined by her mother, Julie Brocacchio, and her father, Andy Grezkowiak. Emma, her plans for after school is that she's going to be attending college and going into the medical field to become a nurse and then possibly a doctor. Her best memory at the cheerleading program is participating in Kenmore's cheerleading, having all the friends I've made from and getting the opportunity to be involved in school in a fun way. She'd like to thank her mom and dad. I would like to thank my dad because he's always been the realest person in my life and has helped me to become so successful. My dad is one of the strongest, most hard-working people that I know, and he continues to guide me and my siblings through life in order to become the best versions of ourselves, no matter what is thrown at us. Without my dad, I would not be anywhere close to the person I am today and cannot thank him enough. I would also like to thank my mom for always being there for me and also understanding me in a way that most people don't. She always tries her hardest to push me and my sisters above and beyond what is great, and somewhere continues to push herself as well. She is one of the most caring people I've ever met. Without my mom, I would never made it this far, and I've become so successful in my life, and I'd like to thank her for that. My mother and dad have always been always be my biggest supporter in life, and always be grateful for that. Let's give her a round of applause for Emma. We're going to move on to the senior football players, and our first senior tonight is Chris Corson. Chris has been on the football team for 3 years, and he is joined by his mother and father, Jen and Chris Corson. Chris's plans for next year is he's going to be joining the workforce, and his best memory is winning the East-West game. And he'd like to thank his mom and dad for making sure he got all the games and practices over the year and coming to as many games as he possibly could. Let's give a round of applause for Chris. Our next senior for the night is Ryan Davidson. He has been on the football team for 4 years, and he was joined by Trisha Davidson and his father, Mark Davidson. His plans for next year are to attend college at UB. His favorite memory from the program is, of course, beating West in the junior year. That seems to be a favorite one of everyone's. He'd like to thank his coaches this year for helping me become the person I am today. Let's give a round of applause for Ryan. Our next senior is Marcus Diaz. Marcus Diaz has spent 4 years on the Kenmore East football team. He is joined by his father, Kevin Diaz, and his mother, Jeanette Diaz. He'll be attending Canisius College, majoring in mechanical engineering next year. His best memory is getting 2 fumble recoveries and a 50-yard kickoff return to defeat Kenmore West. He'd like to thank his parents, Coach Moyer, Coach Hillman, Coach Mack, and Brophy, and Gio Monasteri. I would like to thank my parents for always supporting me through my high school athletic career, Coach Moyer for caring for me individually on and off the field, Coach Hillman for making me a better athlete and for teaching me to be more accountable, Coach Mack and Coach Brophy for shaping me into the athlete I am today, and last but not least, Giovanni for helping me become a better football player and for being the best friend I could ask for. Let's give a round of applause for Marcus. Our next senior of the night is Anthony Falzaro. Anthony has been on the football team for 6 years, and he is joined by his mother, Karen Falzaro. His plan next year is to go to college and major in history. His best memory is going 6-1 his freshman year on the football team. He'd like to thank his mother for always being there for no matter what the situation he was going through. Let's give a round of applause for Anthony. Our next senior of the night is Lathan Thompson. Lathan is joined, Lathan has spent, this is actually his first year on the football team for Kenmore East. And Lathan is joined by his mother, Felicia Jervis, and his father, Lance Thompson. His plan is to go to Atlanta next year to pursue electrical engineering. He'd like to, his best memory is being with his teammates and coaches. And he'd like to thank God first, family supporting me through these hard times. Let's give a round of applause for Lathan. Our next senior for tonight is Nolan Volmer. Nolan Volmer has spent 5 years on the Kenmore East football team. He is joined by his father and mother, Jennifer and Jason Volmer. Next year, his plan is to study physical education and NCCC. His favorite memory is beating Kenmore West. He'd like to thank his family and teammates, and they've always supported him and pushed him to be a better player. Let's give him a round of applause for Nolan. Our last senior for tonight is Landon Williams. Landon has played 4 years on the Kenmore East football team. He is joined by his mother and father, Deborah and Frank Williams. His plan for next year revolves around making those who believed in me proud. His favorite memory, of course, is beating West. He'd like to thank his brother, and he says about his brother was a huge influence on my life and trusted the abilities that I had in me in the most. Let's give a round of applause for Landon. Let's have a huge round of applause for all the seniors graduating Kenmore East 2021.
.300 Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube. Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in?
Good evening, Western New York high school sports fans, and welcome to WNYathletics.com for some more high school football action tonight. We are at Kenmore East High School for a Class A2 matchup between the Bulldogs of Kenmore East and the North Tonawanda Lumberjacks. John Simon here alongside Jacob Fyock, and to start off this one, Kenmore East in the blue unis with the yellow pants, kicking off to the Lumberjacks. And on the opening kickoff, the ball's knocked free, and it looks like the Bulldogs have it. We'll see what the officials rule here, but the ball was clearly knocked out there, out of the hands of Ethan Rieselman of North Tonawanda. And we're going to see if they rule that Kenny's ball. Yeah, they will.
Looks like
I guess they're going to keep it with North Tonawanda.
Yeah.
We never
North
really got a
Tonawanda
signal.
recovered the fumble.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for North Tonawanda from their own 43-yard line. Nash Rieselman, starting quarterback, going to hand it off on 1st and 10. Nice run there by Sam Heim. Gets a gain of about 7 yards on that first carry.
Yeah, North Tonawanda and Kenmore East both come into this game winless. Bulldogs 0-1, the Lumberjacks 0-3. Looking here for senior night for Kenmore East, looking to get a big win to go to 500. As for North Tonawanda, trying to get their first game of the season as well.
2nd and 3 here for the Lumberjacks. It's going to be another run play. This time it's Dennis Johnson. End around for the wide receiver, but he doesn't get far. That's a nice play there by Jordan Ward. Junior safety for Ken East there on the tackle.
Yeah, Ward sniffing that play out, coming out to the left side, breaking down Johnson for maybe about a half-yard loss. They'll set up a third down and about 3.5 yards to go.
Mentioned North Tonawanda looking for their first win of the year. 0-3 coming into this one. The Bulldogs winless as well, but they've only played one game so far in this COVID-shortened season as we get a whistle here. The Bulldogs had their first 2 games of the season postponed against Will East and then at Star Point, both due to COVID-19. They lost last week in their opener against Sweet Home, now looking to get back to 500, as Jake said. Third down run here. That's Robinson again up the middle. And we'll see if he got enough for the first down. It looks like he did. And that'll put North Tonawanda at the 47 of Kenmore East.
Yeah, John, he just got enough for a first down. Maybe a couple more inches as he was heading towards that first down marker. He was able to get enough.
Johnson had just 3 rushes last week in North Tonawanda's loss to Amherst, but had 51 yards on the ground in those 3 carries, so pretty productive game for him despite being on the losing end. Rieselman looking to the sideline, and now it's going to be a direct snap to Johnson. The Lumberjacks going with some trickery. We got some flags thrown on the field there as well. Johnson was able to get a nice gain, but Jake, it might be coming back.
Yeah, mainly so on the blocking, and North Tonawanda will be losing about 10 yards from that penalty. They were doing a nice job edging their way closer to the first down, but that holding penalty on North Tonawanda will set them almost back to where they originally started the ball.
Yeah, North Tonawanda going to run this next play from their own 46. It'll still be first down. Lumberjacks were shut out last week against Amherst, so looking to get their offense back in the groove of things here. Kenmore East didn't exactly have the best defensive week against Sweet Home in their opener. Gave up 46 points to the Panthers, but we know how talented that offense can be. First down for North Tonawanda here following the penalty. Rieselman takes the snap. It'll be another run. It's Heim. Got the first carry of the game. Gets another there, but doesn't get far. This Ken East defensive front, Jake doing a nice job so far.
Yeah, he gained about 1 yard on that play, and it's a formation that we haven't really seen much around Western New York. They kind of have a kind of like a weird circular motion if you're looking from the top view. You have your quarterback, you have your 2 running backs to his left and right, and you have another running back right behind Rieselman. And it sets up some nice option plays where if you want to give it to Heim first, and if he's not there, you can also do like a triple option read and try to cut it to the outside.
Second and about 15 here. Going to be another run for Johnson on the pitch. He's met by a couple defenders, and the ball's knocked out. It's picked up by Kenmore East. Going down the left sideline is Jacob Coburn. He's got nothing but grass in front of him, and he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Jacob Coburn, the junior safety, scooped up the fumble. And what a wild turn of events there for Kenmore East. They got points on the board before the offense even takes the field.
Just an unfortunate event for Johnson. He gets stripped from behind. Colburn picks it up as a couple of Kenmore East defenders had a hard time picking up. Colburn ends up grabbing it, cuts to the left side, had a burst of speed, was losing a little bit of it as he was getting towards the 10 and 15-yard line. He almost got tripped up, was able to manage to stay on his feet for an impressive fumble recovery for a touchdown.
We got a timeout called here by Kenmore East. It looks like the Bulldogs are going to figure out a 2-point conversion play here. But what a start for this Kenmore East defense. As I was just saying, gave up 46 points to Sweet Home last week in their first game. Now they come out here and they get a nice start with not only getting a big turnover to start the game, but getting points out of it as well.
And the fact to do it on senior night, it's weird about senior night. It always adds a little bit more pressure because, the seniors here are being congratulated on their tremendous jobs that they've had, not only during their football careers, but throughout their athletic careers at Kenmore East and also respective schools in general. And to see your Colburn, the junior, able to come up and make a big play like that for your team just sets up a lot of momentum for your team down the way.
So now Kenmore East going to go for 2 here following the fumble return and touchdown. Going to see Giovanni Monasteri at quarterback, takes the snap, he'll run it himself, and he gets in. Add 2 more on the scoreboard for the Bulldogs. And with just about 3.5 gone by in this one, the home Kenmore East squad on top, 8-0.
Couldn't ask for a better start for Kenmore East. Your defense comes up there big time, making a big play, forcing a fumble, recovering it, taking it to the house for 6, and then now you get a 2-point conversion from your QB, Monasteri. Great start so far for the Bulldogs.
And now we're going to see North Tonawanda's offense come back onto the field following the turnover. And as I said, Jake, they're coming off of a shutout against Amherst last week, but in their first 2 games, they played some pretty good teams. They played Williamsville South. They played South Park. Those 2 teams undefeated. And, they were able to get some points against South Park and Williamsville South, scored 2 touchdowns apiece in each of those games. And despite their slow start here, only 3.5 minutes gone by, there's still plenty of time in this one for North Tonawanda's offense to get back on track.
Yeah, in terms of on paper, both these teams do come in, I believe, a bit evenly matched. And listen, after that, first drive for North Tonawanda, that's just one of those things where you got to pretend like it never happened and just continue on the game plan that your coach has implemented for this game.
Yeah, and for Kenmore East, like we said, they've only played 1 game so far this year against Sweet Home. They could definitely be a 2-1 team. Will East and Star Point are winnable games for them. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to get more momentum here. I think they recovered the kickoff, Jake. North Tonawanda couldn't contain the ball there. And now the Bulldogs are really in business. They're going to start this drive right around the North Tonawanda 30.
So that kick was hit towards the right side of the field for North Tonawanda's receiving team. And the way it was bouncing, it seemed like it was going to trickle out of bounds, but it kept staying out on the field, and got a couple of Kenmore East players on the kicking team just swallowing that ball up and wrapping it up, recovering it. Like I said, I couldn't ask for a better start for Kenmore East. They now have the ball at their opponent's 32-yard line.
So we're going to see Monasteri here in the shotgun to start this. He's got Marcus Diaz to his right. Diaz going to get the carry on 1st and 10, but he's got nowhere to go. The North Tonawanda defensive line closing in fast. And that's a loss of a couple on Kenny's first offensive play.
A loss of a few yards.
Looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 14 here for the Bulldogs. Their offense coming off of a 2-touchdown performance against Sweet Home. So as you said, Jake, kind of on par with North Tonawanda. Both these offenses haven't gotten more than 2 touchdowns in any game so far this year. 2nd and 14. Monasteri gets the throw away, but that one well away from Diaz and over his head. That'll bring up 3rd and long here for the Bulldogs.
And this is what you want for North Tonawanda. You've had a touchdown against you, and you couldn't recover as the ref just called for intentional grounding against Kenmore East. But to go back for North Tonawanda's defense, this is what you need right now. You have to make sure that the Bulldogs cannot score here to go up 2 scores early in this game, because that's, like I mentioned before, that momentum is going to shift all the way towards the Bulldogs' side. And so far, they've stopped Diaz for a loss of a couple yards, and they led Monasteri to throw the ball away and set up a penalty for intentional grounding.
One player to watch on this North Tonawanda defense and, of course, on offense as well. We'll get to that. But number 33, Wally Wisniewski, team leading 26 tackles this season. Had 7.5 last week in the loss to Amherst. He's back deep playing safety right now. And with that intentional grounding penalty, this is going to be very, very long distance for Kenmore East. Going to be 3rd and about 28, I think. And Monasteri gets a pass up over the middle. And they're going to get some gain there. He was able to connect with Coburn, who scored a few minutes ago on that fumble return touchdown. That's going to bring up 4th and very long. But Jake, I mean, they're on the North Tonawanda side of the field. They've got the early lead. I mean, is there a way that the Bulldogs might just decide to go for it here? Worst case scenario, you just pin North Tonawanda deeper, but they made their decision before I finished my thought. It looks like they're going to punt.
Yeah, and you got Wally Wisniewski, who's been a one-man wrecking crew for North Tonawanda. He's been great on defense, and Just going to see what he does here on this return. Is this punt is a little bit short.
Yeah, Coburn doing a nice job to get it away before the North Tonawanda punt team was able to block it. And the Bulldogs able to down it right around the North Tonawanda 20, and that is exactly where the Lumberjacks will start this drive. And it's Jake, their first series for the Lumberjack offense obviously ended in the fumble and the touchdown for Kenmore East. I don't want to say that them not getting, right back onto the field was a break for them after, the fumble, Ken East recovering on the kickoff, but maybe it was nice for them to get a little bit more time on the sideline, a little bit more, composed again following the turnover. Now let's see if they get back into rhythm here. It's going to be a first down carry for Johnson. Looked like it was going to Heim, fooled a couple Kenmore East defenders, but Johnson able to get up ahead for a gain of about 7 or 8.
Well, add me to that list because I honestly thought the carry was to Heim, and I thought he was being stopped for about a yard, but you saw that offensive line push Johnson a bit forward to set up a 2nd and short.
So it looks like it'll be about 2nd and 2. North Tonawanda looking to get their first points on the board. Going to be another run here for Heim. And he's able to push ahead past the 30. That'll be a first down. North Tonawanda really sticking to the running game so far. Nice mix between Heim and Johnson. Couple of different runners, too. Heim not listed, as a big guy, Jake. Only 5'8", 180, and just a sophomore. But he seems to be, the one that likes to run between the tacklers while Johnson's the make-you-miss guy.
Well, other than Heim, their quarterback, Nash Rieselman, his first on the team in carries.
He'll throw it on 1st and 10 here, and getting a nice gain along the sideline is Caleb Royer, the senior tight end, with the nice catch and run there. That'll move the sticks again for the Lumberjacks.
Up by number 30, Caleb Royer. First down.
Royer getting involved in the receiving game. That gets the Lumberjacks up to their own 45. Rieselman now in the shotgun. Got one running back behind him, 2 receivers to his right. He'll hand it off. Heim again, met right away by a tackler, and again, the Bulldogs getting a couple of defenders in there, really more than a couple, make that a few. And they keep Heim down to a short gain of about only a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah, other than the 8-yard and 7-yard run between Dennis Johnson and Sam Hine, Kenmore East has done a really good job, making sure that they're only getting about a yard or so on each play and having Rieselman use his arm at times.
That defensive line led by Jake Lexner, Jr., defensive end, one of the 4 captains for this Bulldog squad. 2nd and 9 here. Rieselman dropping back to throw. Looks down the left side of the field. He's got Johnson open, and he completes the pass. They get inside the 25, and Dennis Johnson doing it in the running game, and now making a big catch downfield for the Lumberjacks. That's a big gain of 20-plus yards.
A nice pass that was a little bit on the prayer, but when Johnson has one-on-one coverage, he's going to go down there and make the big catch. And that's what he did, setting Kenmore East up almost towards the red zone.
1st and 10 now from the 22 of the Bulldogs. Johnson actually had a pretty nice day in the receiving game last week against Amherst, had 4 catches against the Tigers. Rieselman looking on the left side again for Johnson, or no, it was Wisniewski, and he caught it. Wally Wisniewski leaps up to make a fantastic grab in the corner of the end zone, and that gets North Tonawanda on the board. It's now 8-6 in favor of Ken East.
North Tonawanda did basically what I mentioned a little bit earlier in this game when they had that terrible turnover, is you got to ignore it. You got to ignore it and just move on, stick to your game plan. That's what they did. Rieselman finding Wisniewski on the left side of the field for a beautiful touchdown and a beautiful catch by Wisniewski.
And we get the extra point kick up and good for North Tonawanda. Able to get that through was Nick Ciandra. And that makes it a 1-point game now. Ken East on top 8-7 with 4:29 to play here in the first.
A very good job by North Tonawanda responding back, able to use their strength and their superstar players on the offense and make some good plays down the field. Rieselman using his arm at times when he had to, and the situations where he had to, it came up big, getting his team down the field, leading to 6 points.
And for Wisniewski, that's his 5th touchdown of the season, the 5th touchdown overall for North Tonawanda's offense. I mentioned before Wisniewski doing a lot on both sides of the ball for the Lumberjacks, and yes, he has now accounted for all 5 of their touchdowns this season. And coming into this game, he has 16 catches on the year for 275 yards along with those 4 scores. And, last week against Amherst was actually his worst week so far this season, Jake. His best arguably being the 5-reception, 139-yard touchdown game against Will South, although he caught 7 balls against South Park as well. So Wisniewski doing it for the Lumberjacks, gets them within 1 here. And we got ourselves a ball game with still plenty of time to go. Ciandra ready to tee this one away for the Lumberjacks. 4:29 to play in the first quarter of this A2 matchup here at Adams Field. It's going to be returned from about the 25 by Jason Orlando, and he's knocked out of bounds after running ahead for about a gain of 10. Nice night for football here at Adams Field in Kenmore. We're about 5 minutes down the road from Kenmore East High School, this game being played right next door to Ben Franklin Middle. See some people playing tennis out to the right of us. There were some guys playing basketball in the park earlier, too, before the game. Just a beautiful night. Spring's definitely here, Jake. I think the snow is finally gone for good after last week. Hopefully.
Yeah, that was a weird event where we had about 3 inches of snow from the past couple days.
1st and 10 now for Kenmore East. Monasteri looking to pick up some yards through the air. And he's able to complete that one to Ryan Davidson. And that'll pick up about 5 for the Bulldogs. Monasteri in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Immediately he's got to spin away from some pressure. He's still rolling out to the right, and now he's knocked down hard by a trio of Lumberjack defenders. And that's going to be a loss of about 4 on that play.
A broken play from the start. Monasteri, the original play was probably just to stay in that pocket and maybe look towards left or right to find an open man, but North Tonawanda came in there quick and fast, past the line of scrimmage. He moved out to the right to find something, but nothing was there, and like you said, was met and decked by a trio of North Tonawanda defenders.
Anthony Andolina, the senior linebacker for North Tonawanda, number 52, with a lot of pressure on that one. Going to be 3rd and 8 now here for the Bulldogs. Monasteri swinging it out for Marcus Diaz. He's looking to get some space along the sideline, and he gets hit hard. Kenmore East looking for a flag there, Jake. He might have gotten some contact after going out of bounds. And that was a nice run for Diaz, but he's going to be a yard or 2 short of the first. So Bulldogs got a decision to make here.
Yeah, they definitely do. And listen, that was a beautiful job by Diaz, using his speed to cut it towards the outside, getting close to the first down marker. A couple of coaches on Kenmore East thought there should have been a penalty because he was tackled hard out of bounds, but they didn't get it, and it's going to be about a 4th and 1 for Kenmore East.
So they're going to go for it on 4th down here, as it appears that they're going to go for it, but right now the Bulldogs just might be looking to get a jump. Looks like they're going to change up the look here. Clock stopped, 3:05 to play in the first, and now we get a timeout. It appears the North Tonawanda defense calling their bluff, and the Bulldogs going to talk things over for the next 30 seconds to a minute here.
Yeah, one of the officials behind Kenmore East's offense had that signal up for 5. And they went 4, 3, 2, and you saw the head coach for Kenmore East, Brian Hillman, had to call a timeout there to try to set up something else. I think the main goal was to initially jump North Tonawanda, but when that wasn't there, they had to quickly audible it up, switch to a different play. I do believe there was going to be a play they were going to run, but they almost ran out of time, and that's why the timeout was called. Hillman,
in his first year as head coach of this Kenmore East varsity squad, and got to really feel for the guy a little bit. What a tough circumstances to have to deal with as a first-year head coach. Not only do you take over during the COVID-19 pandemic, you don't have a regular season in the fall, don't have a regular preseason in the summer. You get a shortened spring season, and then not to mention that, you get 2 straight cancellations to start your season piled on top of the 15-month wait to get back on the field. But the Bulldogs off to a nice start in this one. Still in go-for-it formation on 4th and 1 from their own 44. Monasteri going to take the snap. Looks like he's going to try to run ahead himself. We'll see if he got a far enough push. But I think the Lumberjacks held that line strong, Jake.
Yeah, they did. I think he just went back to the line of scrimmage, didn't gain anything. I know they're going to spot the ball. They might double-check it to make sure, but I don't think he got it.
Yeah, it looks like it's staying right on that 44-yard line. They're going to stop the clock and bring the chains out.
Yeah, it's tough to tell from this angle, but looking at it, that first down marker where the chain gain is, looks like it's right at exactly at the 44-yard line. That football is just a little bit behind it.
Yeah, and like I said, just from the eye test, I'm not even considering the chain gang, but just on the play, it didn't look like he got past the line of scrimmage for the gain. It looked like that North Tonawanda front 4 did a nice job holding the line there and not letting Ken East get any forward progress.
Yeah, if you saw that big pile up around the 45-yard line, it would have been more easier. And as we see it there,
yeah, they're well short.
Yeah, they're not close. They're off by a couple inches. North Tonawanda regaining themselves after a couple of miscues, a fumble, couldn't recover the ball when Kenmore East was kicking off, and since then they've had a touchdown, and now they got their third drive going very well in Kenmore East's territory.
Yeah, the North Tonawanda offense definitely getting some confidence, scoring on their last drive, and now the defense helping out with a 4th down stop, and now they get a favorable starting spot. They're at the 44 of Ken East to start this series. Rieselman again in that formation with 3 guys around him. Going to be a handoff to Heim. He gets some room up the middle, gets a first down and more. A nice run there for Sam Heim, the sophomore, picking up about 20 yards on that run. That's going to be 1st and 10. Actually, it'll be about a gain of 15. That'll be from the 25 now. Rieselman. 1st and 10, looking over for the call from the sideline. Down to 2:15 to play in this opening quarter. Heim going to get it again, gets hit right at the line, and he's brought down. Nestor Hernandez, the junior for Ken East, the first one in there on that stop.
So right now we are at the 2-minute marker remaining in the first quarter. Kenmore East up on North Tonawanda 8-7, but the Lumberjacks are currently driving.
This North Tonawanda team just got another road game after this contest against Kenmore East tonight. They'll be at Star Point to wrap up the regular season on Friday, April 30th. We mentioned both teams looking to get their first win of the season here, although Ken East only having played 1 game so far due to multiple COVID delays. Now it's going to be a run on 2nd down. Dennis Johnson getting on the end around, but he doesn't get far. Another nice stop for Kenmore East.
He probably got a yard on that play. And I honestly like the play call so far for North Tonawanda. They're doing a good job creating some disguise as to anticipate who is getting the ball. Right now it's been Sam Heim, Dennis Johnson. that have been the only 2 ball carriers so far. So you might see a little bit more of a mix-up. Maybe you might see Rieselman may do like an option play and just keep it and try to cut to the outside. There's a lot of options they do here. It's just so far they've just been a little bit predictable in their play calling.
So it'll be 3rd and 8 for North Tonawanda here, down to 40 seconds to play in this opening quarter. From the Kenmore East 24, looking right over the middle. He hits Volkenberg for the touchdown. It's Rieselman's 2nd passing score of the night. And North Tonawanda pulls in front. Lumberjacks lead 13-8 late here in the first.
That was number, don't see who that was, said number.
As Van Volkenberg, Justin Van Volkenberg, junior receiver. We now get extra point attempt for North Tonawanda. Ciandra's kick is up, and that one is good, so he's 2 for 2 on the day, and the lead is up to 6. Lumberjacks in front for the first time. As I said, it's now 14-8 North Tonawanda with about 33 7/10 of a second to go here in the first. So back-to-back touchdowns by the Lumberjacks now have them in front. And this is the big momentum swing that they were looking for after an early turnover put Ken East on the board first.
Yeah, that was, like you mentioned before, that was a beautiful pass by Rieselman, able to find his open man. He cut towards the middle part of the field, finding him wide open for a touchdown. First touchdown in the season, in this game for, I believe that was Van Volkenberg there as the receiver, and Rieselman getting his second passing touchdown of the day. Already having a nice hot start. So far going 4-4 in his passing.
And Van Volkenberg, the first North Tonawanda player to get in the end zone this year that isn't named Wally Wisniewski. That's the 6th passing score of the season for Rieselman, the 2nd of this game. And North Tonawanda now kicking with the lead, and that one is a boot from Ciandra. That goes all the way into the Bulldogs' end zone for a touchback. And that was a nice kick, pinning the Bulldogs back deep to start this drive.
Ball for Kenmore East will be 1st and 10 on the 20.
So they'll start this drive from their own 20. Now down on the scoreboard for the first time this evening. And now we get another timeout, this one on the North Tonawanda side. So while we get a break, we've already had 3 scores so far in this one. We'll give you a quick summary. Ken East got on the board first, about 3.5 minutes into the game with a 47-yard scoop and score fumble recovery touchdown. That one scored by Jacob Coburn. And then North Tonawanda got on the board with a 22-yard reception score from Wally Wisniewski. And with the extra point, they were able to pull within 1. And then, as you just saw a moment ago, the 24-yard passing score to Van Volkenberg. And that has the Lumberjacks on top for the first time, 14-8. Ken East now in the timeout. Looking to answer that North Tonawanda score. Don't necessarily have to be in any hurry. They can hold the ball till the end of the first quarter here and then flip the field. Not too much of a windy night right now out here in Kenmore, so don't have to worry about which way they're driving. 1st and 10 from the Bulldogs' 20. Monasteri takes the shotgun snap, faked the handoff. Now he's going to run it himself. Gets out to the left side, draws some contact, and is knocked out of bounds. That might be a loss of about 2, maybe even 3. Another nice job by the North Tonawanda defense. Down to 15 seconds to play in the quarter, and With the clock running, Kenmore East in no rush to get a snap off. Looks like that is how we will end this opening quarter. And with 3 seconds left, and now we will finally hit zeros on the scoreboard. The horn sounds, and through 12 here at Adams Field, the visiting North Tonawanda Lumberjacks lead 14-8. We'll take a quick break, get a quick commercial in, and we'll be right back for second quarter action here on Western New York Athletics.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you may be watching tonight. We were bringing you some Section 6 high school football action live from Adams Field in Kenmore, New York. Got a Class A2 matchup tonight between the home Ken East Bulldogs and the visiting North Tonawanda Lumberjacks. The visitors on top right now, 14-8 as we start the second quarter. John Simon, Jacob Fyock here alongside BJ Stack, our cameraman. Going to be 2nd and 13 here for the Bulldogs as we start the second quarter. Monasteri looking for the deep ball and was trying to connect there with Davidson, but just got him twisted up a little bit. And that landed incomplete right around the 40. So it'll be 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. Their offense still looking to find a groove. The points that the Bulldogs have so far came from the defense. They got a 47-yard scoop and score fumble recovery touchdown early in the first quarter. 3rd and long now. Monasteri drops back, gets the quick pass away, and it's right through the hands of Brent Trudeau. And that's a tough break for Ken East. Probably weren't going to pick up the first down. North Tonawanda's defense is closing in fast there, but now they're going to punt deep from their own end.
It was a screen pass to Trudeau, and if he gets that, maybe cuts a little bit to his right, he could have had some open space, but there was some North Tonawanda defenders there immediately that could have brought him down, and I don't know if he was just feeling the pressure or maybe just turned his head too quickly when he was trying to make that catch, but it sailed through his head, sailed through his hands for 4th down.
Wisniewski back to return this punt from around midfield, but it's not going to get anywhere near him. That lands around the 30, but takes a favorable roll for the Bulldogs. And Ken East will down this at their own 44. So North Tonawanda going to start on the Ken East side of the field here once again. And with back-to-back touchdowns in the end of the first quarter, this offense looking to keep things rolling here.
You want to talk about a lucky bounce. There it was there as it went towards Kenmore East side. I thought it was just going to take one hop, go out of bounds, and took a interesting bounce, staying towards the middle part of the field and landing on the right hash and at Kenmore East's 44-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 44 of the Bulldogs. As we said, right now 14 unanswered points scored by North Tonawanda. Reisman handing it off, but the ball's on the field. We'll see who recovered it. He was trying to hand it off to Heim, and that one came loose rather quick. It's going to stay with North Tonawanda. The Lumberjacks catch a break there.
Yeah, they definitely do. It's just a miscommunication on Heim and their quarterback, Rieselman. As he was trying to move forward with his progress, he bobbled it a little bit, maybe got a little bit hit on the way, cutting through the line of scrimmage, ended up fumbling it, but fortunately he was also to recover it as well to keep this drive alive.
2nd down now. Just a little over a minute gone by in the second quarter here. Rieselman under center. Going to hand it off. This time it's Johnson, and he's able to barrel his way ahead. And they might have fooled me this time. They already fooled one of us once, Jake. But Rieselman actually kept it at that time, and he was still able to gain considerable yards there. Not as much as Johnson did on the fake run, but that'll make it 3rd and 1 with the nice pickup from Rieselman.
Yeah, they're doing a good job getting these option plays. They have multiple guys that they can use. It's just so far it hasn't been as effective as I feel like they wanted it to be. But I feel like if they just keep sticking to that, eventually one's going to break off for a tremendous gain.
3rd and 1 for North Tonawanda. Rieselman going to hand it off. Now I'm certain Johnson has it this time as he's able to run up the right side there for a big gain. That'll move the sticks and put the Lumberjacks in the red zone.
And there was that big play that they needed to move this forward as they are now currently in the red zone.
It'll be from about the 18 of Ken East on 1st and 10. Still 9.5 to play until halftime in this one. Going to be a handoff to Heim. Runs through a couple tackles and is finally brought down by a group of Ken East defenders. But that was a pickup of, looks like they're going to spot it as gain of 9 on that.
Yeah, he was very close to the first down marker and just using his blocking and his brute strength to get himself more yardage, getting 9 yards on that play.
So that'll make it 2nd and 1 from the 10. North Tonawanda has utilized the run game well on this drive. However, it's been through the passing game where they've gotten their first 2 scores and have been able to pull in front in this one. Rieselman, the snap, hands it off to Heim. He gets hit hard while going up the middle, but is able to trudge ahead to pick up the first. And that'll give the Lumberjacks a 1st and goal situation.
Gotta give big credit to Cole Porter, the junior, plays center on offense and defensive tackle here for defense for Kenmore East, going in front of Heim and able to lower himself a bit to grab him, wrap him up by the legs, and doing a good job making sure he didn't get in the end zone.
1st and goal from the 6 for the Lumberjacks. Looking to keep their 2 consecutive touchdown streak alive. Rieselman throws and connects with Johnson in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. Lumberjacks go up 20-8 on that score. Dennis Johnson had 11 catches on the season coming into this one, 4 last week against Amherst, and he gets a big one there for 6, and it gives his North Tonawanda squad a 2-score lead.
Yeah, and that's actually his first receiving touchdown on the season.
And now we got a bad snap on the extra point attempt. Wisniewski going to have to run with it, able to still get some space along the sideline, but now he's finally brought down. The Bulldogs avoiding catastrophe there on that broken down play. So it remains a 12-point advantage, 20-8 North Tonawanda on top after that score. And as we mentioned, that's the first touchdown of the season for Dennis Johnson. The 7th passing score of the year for Rieselman as well. How about that now? All 7 of the Lumberjack touchdowns of this year all coming through the air.
Yeah, actually, I honestly just noticed that right now going through our stats. Yeah, they don't have, for an area around here in Western New York that I believe that, does a really, heavy on the run game, to see a team like North Tonawanda getting all their touchdowns of the year is very impressive.
So as I said, that gives the Lumberjacks a 20-8 lead as they are looking for their first victory of the season, as is Ken East. But as we mentioned, the Bulldogs had an even more delayed start to their season than most clubs around Western New York. Had their first game against Will East canceled due to COVID, then their second game against Star Point postponed as well. Were finally able to start their season last week here at home against Sweet Home. But after 15 months off and another 2 weeks of waiting to start their season, the Bulldogs may still be trying to get into the true swing of things. And for the second time tonight, we get a booming kickoff from Nick Ciandra for North Tonawanda. That's his second straight touchback.
Yeah, he has a good leg, able to get a nice line drive, good hang time on it as it just sails over the return team for Kenmore East. And they're going to have a far drive to get down to. 80 yards down the field they need to go. You know, you would like to see him get a touchdown here, go for 2 to cut this lead down to 4 heading into the half.
And this Ken East offense hasn't gotten much done so far. Got some good pieces with Diaz, along with Davidson. Coburn made a big play on defense, just hasn't gotten many looks on the offensive side. We get a jump by the North Tonawanda defense, but they stay on side. Now it's a 1st and 10. Run there. That's Lathan Thompson. He's able to pick up maybe 2 there. And Lathan Thompson, one of the 10 seniors on this Kenmore East team, but heard earlier in the pregame festivities, this is his first year playing football. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, I was going to say, you hear that from some athletes who are known for playing a sport for a long time, and their senior year they want to do something that could be also memorable they haven't tried before. And for Thompson, that's football. And listen, he's having fun out there. He's enjoyed it so far.
Deep ball by Monasteri, and he almost connected with Marcus Diaz. The ball was in his hands, just couldn't close it in to make the catch. And that's going to be a tough pill to swallow. Diaz on the cusp of making a great play there.
How about the throw by Munisteri? That was very beautiful. Had a nice arc, was coming right down. Diaz had the little, had to speed up a little bit to try and track that ball. He initially had it, but as he was trying to go down with it and corral it, the ball just springs out of his hands for an incomplete pass. But what a great attempt by Kenmore East, trying to go deep there to get North Tonawanda a bit confused there. And, it's just an unfortunate event.
Giovanni Monasteri trying to keep that North Tonawanda secondary on their toes. Now we got 3rd and 8, 3 receivers to Monasteri's left. Got a great jump off the snap. Able to get the quick throw away, but the receivers brought down quickly. That was Thompson again on the catch, but I cannot get over the jump that Dennis Johnson just got on that snap. He came bursting off that line and was able to bring quick pressure to Monasteri. It's a loss of 4 on that play. They'll bring up another punt for Kenmore East. Wisniewski back around the 45 of the Bulldogs to receive for North Tonawanda. The special teams of Ken East has played pretty solidly so far. The punts that Coburn has set away have been pretty good kicks. Gets another one off there. Lands around the 35. Doesn't get as good of a bounce as he did last time, but that'll still roll to about the 44, and that's actually right where North Tonawanda started their last drive.
They absolutely did, and that ended up leading to a touchdown for North Tonawanda, and they've done tremendous so far. Where you talked about earlier that they had a little bit of a struggle. They coughed up the ball, which led to a defensive touchdown for Kenmore East. Ensuing on the kickoff, their team was expecting the ball to roll out of bounds, and Kenmore East's kicking team was able to recover it. But then since then, North Tonawanda has been very hot on their past drives, leading to multiple touchdowns.
Yeah, they've finished their last 3 drives with touchdowns. And aside from the missed extra point / 2-point conversion on the last one, they've been relatively perfect. First down carry here for Heim. He's able to break through the pack, and he picks up more. Out past the 30 for a first down and then some. He's finally brought down right around the 25 of Ken East. They'll spot him actually at the 27. But what a nice run there by Sam Heim. another tough run from the sophomore.
Yeah, 19-yard run, and that was a tough 19-yard run. He started off cutting right through, tried to find some holes to get through. He couldn't. Almost was wrapped down. He was able to break through it, cut to the left side of the field, and able to get another 10, 15 yards on that play to set up North Tonawanda, once again, almost close to the red zone.
More than halfway through this second quarter. We got 5:25 to go until the midway break in this one. Rieselman takes the first down snap, hands it off, and this time Kenny's able to quickly swallow up Heim. Was able to get back to the line of scrimmage there, but I don't think he got more of a gain than that. They might give him one. Looks like they gave him one there, so it'll be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9, ball on the...
And right now, Jake, I mean, if you're Kenmore East, just got to get a stop right now. North Tonawanda, I assume they don't have a real field goal kicking unit. Not many teams do. Forcing a turnover would be great. They've gotten one of those, but right now I think they'd just be happy with a stop.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what you got to have here. You got to make sure they go out on turnover on downs and try to get your team downfield to cut this to a one-score lead.
This North Tonawanda offense has certainly found their groove, though. Rieselman on 2nd and 9 rolls out to his right, able to connect with Johnson again for the first down. And Dennis Johnson, I know a lot of guys have been involved tonight for North Tonawanda, but right now he is putting on a player of the game performance.
He definitely is, and Johnson's definitely showing why he's one of the best players on this team, and also with Nash Rieselman, he's done a phenomenal job throwing the football.
Yeah. A lot of poise for just a sophomore quarterback. Came into this game 29 for 51, 368 yards with 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. But he has had a great night tonight. 3 passing scores already in the first half and hasn't thrown any picks. 1st and 10, swings it out there to Wisniewski, and he gains a couple before being knocked out of bounds. That was a pickup of about 5 or 6, maybe even 7. Yeah, looks like they'll give him 7 there. It'll be at the Ken East 8-yard line. 7-yard line.
These past couple of games I've been covering, I've seen some really good QB performances. Nick Whitfield with Fredonia last week, and then yesterday we had Jamestown, Trey Drake, doing a phenomenal job throwing the football down the field, and Rieselman doing the same thing in this game.
Nearing 3:30 to play in this second quarter. North Tonawanda looking to get their 4th straight score here. Heim gets the carry, and he runs it up the middle for Paydirt. Touchdown Lumberjacks. And they go up 27-8 here in the first half.
At 3 minutes and 23 seconds, we have Bulldogs 8, the Lumberjacks 26.
And it was just one of those things for Heim where eventually, once they get close up the end zone, he was going to get that ball, and he was going to make sure he finds his way for 6, and he does there. Moving to the right, getting the blocking he needs. Almost had a little bit of a stoppage towards the 1-yard line, but was able to bulldoze through for a good touchdown.
And now we get the extra point attempt from Ciandra. He knocks that through with some authority. And that makes it 27-8 Bulldogs. Excuse me, I said it. I preemptively gave Ciandra the extra point before. I guess after seeing him boot those 2 kickoffs, I was very confident in his point after touchdown kicking. But 3:23 to go here in the first, 27-8. North Tonawanda on top. And that last score for the Lumberjacks, first score of the season for Heim, and the Lumberjacks' first rushing touchdown as a team.
How about that? And that's been due to the point of Wisniewski doing a tremendous job with the receiving game. Rieselman using his arm strength to get the ball downfield, and now they're using a little bit of that ground game. Heim's had successful throughout this season. It was just going to get to that point where he was finally going to cross the end zone for a rushing touchdown, and tonight we see it.
So North Tonawanda going to get ready to kick this one away. Ciandra is as hot right now as the North Tonawanda offense, really. They've scored 4 unanswered touchdowns, 27 unanswered points, and Ciandra on his last 2 kickoffs has pinned Ken East at their own 20 with booming kicks into the end zone for touchbacks. So Ciandra ready to kick it away again. Got a little under this one. It's going to be returned from the 15. It was booched for a second. But Davidson able to recover, and now he's got a nice gain out past the 40. And that was Jason Orlando on the return. Kind of returned that weird, Jake. He hopped up at the 15, tried to catch the ball in midair, and it went right through his arms and hit the turf, but he was thankfully able to quickly recover and turned it into a 25-yard return.
Yeah, high school football, you'll see crazy moments from time to time, and this one, it's funny because usually when we watch a football, go through someone's hands or there's a fumble, that ball will dance all over the place. And it's been fortunate for some of these guys here where they're getting a possible fumble, and it's luckily going back into their hands, or they're able to pick it up and gain positive yardage.
So Kenmore East kicked off the ball to North Tonawanda to start this game. As that first down pass by Monastery for Diaz is over the receiver's head, incomplete. So as I mentioned, Kenmore East kicked off to North Tonawanda to start this game, but that first drive for the Lumberjacks ended in a Bulldogs touchdown via fumble recovery and return touchdown. But, short time for Kenmore East here, 3:11 left in this first half. They want to get something on the board despite being set to receive this second half kickoff.
Yeah, and one of the ways they're going to do it is Moonasteri, their quarterback, is going to have to be a little bit more poised on that pass. It's a nice throw to Diaz, but he put too much strength on it, and it went over Diaz's head.
And we're going to get a draw on 2nd and 10 there, but nowhere to go was the running back. That was Thompson on the carry. And for North Tonawanda, Aiden Ferry, the linebacker, in there for the big stop.
Yeah, he lost a couple, and that was due to Aiden Ferry breaking right through. As soon as the handoff was there between Moonasteri and Thompson, Aiden Ferry is able to come in right away, throw him down immediately. And listen, when it comes to momentum, when it comes to confidence, North Tonawanda has it right now.
Loss of 2 on the play there. That'll make it 3rd and 12. Going to be another swing pass out to Diaz. He's able to make the catch this time, but only picks up about 3 or 4. As Dennis Johnson was there to make the tackle. And Kenny's now facing 4th down around midfield. They're on their side of the 50, however, and they look like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 8.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting call. And, this could be a situation where they may have nothing to lose, but at the same time, you got about 1:15 counting remaining where North Tonawanda could possibly score.
Monastery looking to pass here. Connects with Coburn, but I think he was brought out of bounds short of the first down marker. It was at the 49 of North Tonawanda. He was forced out at the 49, of Kenmore East. So once again, it's a turnover on downs, and this Lumberjack defense continuing. I want to say it's bend but don't break. But they've really just done a nice job, all night long. They haven't given anything up to this Kenmore East offense.
Yeah, they've shown to be the faster team when it comes to on the defensive side when there's a pass completed by Kenmore East, or as soon as their ball carrier is trying to cut to the outside of the middle, you at least got 2 or 3 North Tonawanda defenders right there to be quick and ready to bring them down. And another great field position. They're at the 49-yard line of Kenmore East's territory. They have 1 minute and 45 seconds left, so they could possibly extend it more.
Get a run here by Johnson. He bursts up the middle for a big gain. He'll pick up about 15 on that, maybe even closer to 20. They're going to spot him at the 31 of Ken East.
Has an 18-yard gain. And, Heim's shown to have some nice running abilities, and Dennis Johnson using his burst of speed. It's a nice polar opposite between both the running backs. You have the power and strength of Heim and the nice quick agility from Johnson. He cuts right up the middle, gains 18 yards. That's a great start for the Lumberjacks if they want to add more points.
Yeah, they got about 60 seconds of time left on the clock if they want to find the end zone before halftime. They'll kick it away to Kenny's to start the third quarter. Throwing over the middle, able to connect with Thayer, and he spins away from a tackler to pick up a few more. He gets inside the 10, and Aiden Ferry getting his first reception of the night. This Lumberjack offense, Jake, just continuing to use more and more weapons that they have in their arsenal. And now we get a timeout call by the Lumberjacks. 47.5 seconds left in this first half. And like I said, this North Tonawanda team coming into this game, all of their offense had come from Rieselman and Wisniewski. Just 4 touchdowns on the year coming into this game through 3 games. It was 4 touchdown receptions for Wisniewski. But tonight, I mean, we've got another touchdown for Wisniewski, but along with that, you know, we've got another reception touchdown. We've got a rushing score. You know, 4 different Lumberjacks have found the end zone tonight, Jake. So it's nice to see, you know, them finally spreading the rock around to different guys.
And we've seen some firsts. They had the first rushing touchdown of the season from Sam Hine on their previous drive. And that catch there by Aiden Ferry, that's his first catch of the season. Going 23 yards and putting his team in the red zone.
So up 27-8, North Tonawanda looking to get one more score before halftime. As I mentioned, Ken East set to be the recipient of the kick at the start of the third quarter. Rieselman takes the snap. He's looking for the corner of the end zone and connects with Wisniewski. What a great route there. What a beautiful throw. It's perfectly executed, and North Tonawanda continues to roll here in the first half. It's now 33-8, Lumberjacks on top.
That is now the 4th passing touchdown of the game for Rieselman, and we're still 43 seconds left remaining in the first half.
And again, another extra point attempt from Ciandra here, and that one again goes right through the middle of the uprights. And that makes it 34-8 with still 43.5 to go here in the first half, excuse me.
So I've been doing a little bit of stat checking throughout this game. None of it's been official so far, but Rieselman has just been on fire in his passing game. He hasn't thrown more than 10 passes in this game. He's just a little bit over actually of 100 yards passing and has 4 touchdowns on the night, no interceptions. His passing touchdowns came from number 27 of North Tonawanda, who's unfortunately not on the roster sheet listed. Raleigh Wisniewski now has 2 on the night, and Dennis Johnson, who had 1 earlier in the first half. He has been the guy. Wisniewski has been in the receiving game. Right now it's Rieselman in the passing game and overall throughout this game for North Tonawanda.
Well, after being shut out last week against Amherst, North Tonawanda has now scored more points in the first half of this game than the amount of points that they had scored all season in the first 2 games combined prior to the shutout against Amherst. Had just 15 against Will South and 14 against South Park. And now we got another kickoff going to be returned here by Orlando. Runs into his own blocker and is going to get stopped right at the 22 of Kenmore East. And we'll see what the Bulldogs do here. Like I mentioned, they're set to receive the kick at the start of the second half. But we'll see if they try to dial up a couple deep plays here, try to get on the scoreboard again or add to their total of just 8 points before halftime. And Jake, we've seen Monasteri do it already. He's got the arm strength to get them down the field quick.
Yeah, he definitely does. It just has to be the design plays to where he can get them down the field. And his wide receivers has to create enough separation to where they can get down there. You got 36 seconds left. You got to try to get as close to the end zone as you can to possibly set up a final play. And North Tonawanda calls timeout.
With 30 seconds left on the clock, we have Bulldogs 8, Lumberjacks 34.
So the Ken East Bulldogs just going to, again, talk things over as North Tonawanda. Maybe that's what the Lumberjacks defense is going to be discussing here, Jake, possibly how to defend any sort of deep pass from Monasteri. Because really, I mean, the last one that we saw, there was no credit to be given to the North Tonawanda defense. If Marcus Diaz came up with the catch, he would have either been down at the 40 because he was sliding to make the grab. But if he didn't have to slide to make that catch, and if he made the catch, that would have very well been a touchdown grab of, about 60, 70 yards.
Yeah, that ball was traveling about 30, 40 yards through the air. And like you said, if Diaz was catching that in stride, he would have been gone for 6. He has that burst of speed to do it. And he was by Wisniewski, who's been the top pass protector on North Tonawanda this season.
So we'll see what Ken East draws up here. 36.4 ticks left in this first half. And the Bulldogs are in quite a hole right now, down 34-8 on senior night. Get another swing pass out to Diaz. He's able to get past the first defender and then gets knocked out of bounds right around the 30. And that'll help Kenmore East as it stops the clock.
That stops it at 29.9 seconds. 29 seconds left in the About a 6-7 yard gain on that pass from Munisteri to Marcus Diaz.
And Diaz has been the Bulldogs' leading receiver so far in this first half, albeit they haven't gotten too much in that area. 2nd and 4. Going to be a handoff up the middle run for Thompson. He's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and what's great about that for high school football is when you get that first down, the clock stops and then runs immediately. So they got to set up some quick plays.
Yeah, this might be the last play of the half. Down to 10 seconds. Munisteri hands it off, but the ball's on the ground. Going to have a scramble for it. The clock stops at 6.7. And now they're going to say to run it. The Bulldogs recovered it, but they're not going to run another play. The clock hits zeros, and that'll do it for the first half. Through 24 minutes here at Adams Field, the visiting North Tonawanda Lumberjacks lead in this divisional clash 34-8 over Kenmore East. We'll take a quick halftime break, get some messages in from our friends and sponsors. We'll be back for 3rd and 4th quarter action between North Tonawanda and Kenmore East right here on WNY Athletics.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
.300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Welcome back to WNYathletics.com, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you may be watching. We thank you for tuning in, and we are just about ready for second half action here at Adams Field in Kenmore, New York, in a Section 6 Class A2 matchup between the home Kenmore East Bulldogs and the visiting North Tonawanda Lumberjacks. And as we get ready to start the third here, North Tonawanda looking for their first win of the season, 0-3 coming into this one. But they are playing like a confident group tonight. They are in total control with a 34-8 lead here at the end of halftime, start of the third quarter. John Simon here alongside Jacob Fyock, BJ Stack handling our camera duties tonight. And Jake, we're about to start this third quarter off. Nice break for Kenmore East. They're set to receive the start of the kick, at the start of the third quarter, and being down a considerable amount of scores in this one. They could use every possession that they can get right now. So they'll be happy to be getting this ball to start the second half.
Take a look at some scores that went around the league so far. We had a big one as Lockport defeated West Seneca West 39-9. Right now we got Silver Creek Forestville taking on Maple Grove. They're currently up 49-0 with 3:10 remaining in the first half. And then for Grand Island and West Seneca East, Vikings are up 21-0.
And on that kickoff, North Tonawanda getting a nice break. Lathan Thompson unable to cleanly handle that kick in the air and had trouble grabbing it right around his own goal line. The ball was just bouncing around, and that was just a short return. He gets pinned inside at Kenny's 10. Their offense is going to start this drive here at about their own 8, it looks like, maybe even closer to the 7. So if this Bulldog offense wants to get going, they're only 8 points in the first half came from a defensive touchdown. It was a scoop and score fumble return on the first North Tonawanda possession. So this Bulldog offense looking to find themselves still in this one. And they're going to have a long way to go to find the end zone on this first drive of the second half. Monastery looking for Diaz, and that one over his head. We've seen that look a lot tonight, Jake, but they haven't found it consistently.
No, they haven't. And Dennis Johnson off the left side just saw that immediately. That was the first play of the second half Kenmore East tried to go with. That pass to the right side from Munasir to Diaz. They've done that a lot throughout the first half, and Johnson able to sniff it out and just sailing overhead for an incomplete pass.
North Tonawanda defense didn't do anything flashy in the first half, really. Didn't force any turnovers, but came up with a couple big stops on fourth downs to force turnovers on said downs. And like I said, didn't allow any points. Going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Monastery looking deep for Diaz on the right side of the field, and that falls incomplete. Nice job on the coverage there for North Tonawanda. It was Anthony Swan, the senior cornerback. And just once again, we see Monastery looking for his top receiver, but they're unable to connect.
Yeah, and Swan was good. Good keeping track of Diaz. That pass by Monastery was a little bit short into the right of Diaz. He had to adjust a little bit to his right side to try and haul that in, but just went out the fingertips of Diaz. Set up now 3rd and long, deep in their own territory.
Yeah, Kenny's might, even if they don't get the first down here, definitely want to get a couple yards so they don't have to punt from the back of their own end zone. But there's another errant pass by Monastery. Again was looking for Diaz, this time along the North Tonawanda sideline. But it sails out of bounds, incomplete. And after a quick 3 and out, just 23 seconds gone off the clock there, the Bulldogs going to have to punt again.
Monastery just has to just keep his poise in the pocket and just be more cautious when he's throwing the ball. He's throwing it with a lot of energy and a lot of velocity on the ball. It's just sailing over the head. It's 3 times in a row he's done it over the head of Marcus Diaz.
And now they're going to have to be careful with the punt from their own end zone. And North Tonawanda defending it well. They bring Jake Coburn down in the end zone for a safety. And this is not the start to the second half the Bulldogs wanted. And for the Lumberjacks, Jake, the momentum just carries over from the first half.
And it's that confidence and that speed from North Tonawanda where they're just having a field day against this line from Kenmore East, whether it's been on offense, on defense, on special teams. That front line for North Tonawanda is breaking through almost every time. And when they do, they're able to get there quickly. Coburn couldn't find any time to try to get a punt off. He had to move to his right to try to find a way if he could. 3 defenders were there right away and brought him down for safety.
So that makes it 36-8 North Tonawanda now. And I said it, the Lumberjack defense must have been listening to me, Jake. I didn't think that I was talking that loudly, saying they didn't play a flashy first half despite giving up no points and, allowing their team to build a big lead going into halftime. And there they go out and they get themselves a safety on the first possession of the second half. So I get the point, Lumberjacks. The defense is solid. They're playing well tonight.
Do have another score update, this one coming from Cleveland Hill's football Twitter account. The Eagles defeated Tonawanda 12-6.
So big win for Cleveland Hill there. Tonawanda off to a nice start this season. So now we'll get safety punt from the Bulldogs. I'll kick it away to North Tonawanda. Do want to make a quick, correction when I have a moment here, but Coburn sending this one away, and that one's going to land right around the Ken East 40 and go out of bounds. So following the safety from the defense, the offense going to get another great starting spot here for the Lumberjacks. And the correction I wanted to make, Jake, earlier we said North Tonawanda's second touchdown back late in the first quarter was scored by Justin Van Volkenberg. I thought it was number 21. It was number 27. We didn't have a 27 on the roster. I had to go down and find out who the gentleman was during halftime, but we found out Aiden Pless was the recipient of that reception score back late in the first half. So I have to give proper credit to Mr. Pless, the senior running back for the Lumberjacks. He was wearing number 13 before and changed his number this week. That happens. But it'll be 1st and 10 here for North Tonawanda. They'll be starting at the 36 of Kenmore East, so a little closer than where I thought the punt had been down. Rieselman going to hand it off to Heim on 1st and 10, and he's able to go ahead for just a couple. But it does move the line of scrimmage up a few yards.
Yeah, to mention about what you were anticipating for the yardage to start out for North Tonawanda, there was actually a penalty on the play. When Kenny's punted the ball, it went out of bounds, so it gave North Tonawanda some free yardage.
Oh, it landed out of bounds? I thought it landed in bounds and then went out. I missed that. I couldn't tell from over here. You got a better eye than me.
So right now we have a injury timeout. We do have a Bulldog down who's being looked at by the trainers, and it looks like the head coach for Kenmore East is going to take a look as well. Head official is signaling for Kenmore East to go to their sidelines, and I think for now we will take a break in the action. We have about 11:13 to go here in the third quarter. North Tonawanda up on Kenmore East 36-8.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Welcome back to WNYathletics.com, YouTube and Facebook, Twitter as well. John Simon, Jacob Fyock here from Adams Field for Kenmore East, versus North Tonawanda. And we got a fumble, and the Ken East defense gets the break that they needed. They got a fumble recovery there on first down just after punting the ball away after giving up a safety. And now the Bulldog offense going to come out, still looking to find some rhythm, though, Jake. They gotta get some points here before it gets too late.
They definitely do. That was actually Heim's second fumble on the day. And, again, it's either a miscue or he's just not holding that ball correctly when the ball's being transitioned out of his quarterback's hands into his. And the last time that happened in the first half, he was able to fall on and recover. This time, ball falls out of his hands. There's a big pile up in front of him where he couldn't even make an attempt to recover it. Ken East does, and they'll have the ball in their own territory.
Monastery handing it off. The draw play. That's Thompson again. And it looks like he didn't get any gain on that carry. Just made it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll still be 2nd and 10.
We talk about the speed that North Tonawanda defense has. Sam Hine, who fortunately had that fumble, comes in off the left side with a burst of speed. He gets the jump right on point. North Tonawanda is doing a really good job of that off the edge and on their linebackers. They're able to find a way as soon as that hike is there. They're able to get through and get some good timing.
Monastery looking to the right side, but elects to leg it himself. And he gets met by a pack of defenders there and is swallowed up. Might have gotten a gain of a yard there. But it's going to be 3rd and long for Kenmore East.
Yeah, he just went back to the line of scrimmage, and Heim was there once again. Off that left edge, Monastery couldn't find his running back he was able to toss it to. He had to move it back towards the middle and was wrapped up by a couple defenders.
That's a big plus, being a two-way player. You fumble the ball on offense, you give it away, but you get to make up for it on defense with a couple nice tackles. So 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 30. Looking to capitalize on that turnover from North Tonawanda a few plays ago. Monastery going to tuck it and run and picked up maybe 1 or 2, but that's definitely not going to be enough for the first. Got another 4th down here, and we'll see what the Bulldogs do. They're at a point now where they got to really do whatever they can to keep drives alive and get points on the board, but they are inside their own 40. And going for it on 4th and 6 at your own 35, percentage-wise, that's not exactly the best scenario to be in.
No, but in this spot, you might as well just keep going for it. You punt it away. North Tonawanda still going to have good field position, and they've been successful, on their drives, on these past 5 drives they had that's led to touchdowns.
Looks like the Bulldogs are going to go for it here on 4th and 6. Monastery looking deep, and that one's way overthrown. Wisniewski there to pick it off, and now he's going to get a big return up the right side of the field. A flag is thrown. Wisniewski's going to get pushed out of bounds inside the 10. But we got a flag thrown from the officials on the near side of the field. At the bottom of your screen, the official close to the Ken East bench threw the flag well before Wisniewski was finished with his run. I believe the interception will stand, Jake. I don't know if you caught what the penalty will be.
It looks like it's a personal foul, and it's going to be against North Tonawanda. And, Wisniewski grabbing his first interception of the season. He leads the team in sacks. In fact, not only leads it, he has all the 7 sacks on North Tonawanda's team. But Wisniewski, on that pass, Monastery's pass, had some hang time. He was right there to make the easy catch. He was tackled at around the 4-yard line, but the initial penalty happened around the 32-yard line. And how about this for, you get the interception, which is great, but this is a huge loss because Wisniewski was tackled at around the 4-yard line, and now the Lumberjacks offense comes out at the 47-yard line, still in Kenmore East's territory.
And the key for the Lumberjacks right now, obviously they might want to get some more points on the board, Short season, they're not exactly in contention for a playoff spot, having 3 losses already in the 5-game campaign, but want to get that points for total up. But, looking to come out of here with a victory, I think they want to just protect the ball right now, run it, and shave some clock down. We see a 1st down carry here for Dennis Johnson. He picks about 9 or 10 up on that run, depending on how they spot it. We'll see. It looks like he's about a yard short of the 1st down, maybe 2. Yeah, it'll be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and there's been some, you look at this rushing team for North Tonawanda that's been Nash Rieselman, their quarterback, who leads the team in carries, but then you have Sam Heim 2nd, Jason Francis 3rd, Andrew Kozakowski 4th, and 5th, Dennis Johnson. He's 2nd right now in carries, right behind Sam Heim, and he's been just about as effective as Heim's been so far, just doesn't have that touchdown on the ground. But he does have 1 receiving.
2nd and 2 for the Lumberjacks. 7:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Rieselman looking to throw, swings it out to Ciandra. He's able to pick up the 1st down along the Lumberjack sideline. And that's his first grab of the night.
Short pass to Lumberjacks. Brings up first down.
Ciandra doing a nice job in the kicking game tonight. Also had a team-high 2 interceptions coming into this game. Of course, Wisniewski with the 1 pick for North Tonawanda tonight. Wisniewski also with a pair of reception grabs. He's got 6 on the season to lead the team, along with being their leading tackler, having a team-high 26 coming into the night. 1st and 10 from the 34 of Kenmore East. Rieselman handing it off. It's going to be Heim on the run. Gets out to the left for a couple. Looks like a gain of about 3 or 4. Probably closer to 3 yards. So 2nd and 7. Nearing 6.5 to play in this third quarter. Only scoring so far in the second half, a safety from North Tonawanda, came in the first 30 seconds of this third quarter. And right now, the sophomore quarterback for the Lumberjacks just having himself a night. Got 4 passing scores in this one. 8 on the season. 2nd and 7 here. Another run for Heim.
Handoff to number 42 from the Lumberjacks, Sam
And
Heim.
he'll get ahead for another
3rd down.
4 yards, maybe 5. It'll be 3rd and short, as the Lumberjacks are spotted right at the 25 of Kenmore East. Heim now going to go to the bench and get a breather.
So that was actually Heim's 10th carry of the night and has 82 yards so far to show for it and a touchdown. He's been a brute of a player in this running game, along with him and Dennis Johnson. But Johnson not only doing a good job on the ground, but also in the air with 3 catches, over 50 receiving yards, and a touchdown.
Now we see senior Jason Francis in the backfield for the first time. He's going to get the carry here. Actually, it'll stay with Rieselman, and he makes a nice move between a couple defenders to get up for the first down and more. They brought in the senior fullback in Francis to fool the defense and the play-by-play man. And that puts North Tonawanda again inside the red zone of Kenmore East.
So right now the clock's ticking at 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
We have 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Wisniewski just checked into the ball game for number 10, Nick Skiandra.
And a few minutes ago, we had an injury timeout because Kenny's Jacob Ross, a junior guard, was down on the field, but he's since back up on the sideline, still being attended to by the trainer, but good to see he's up and around and seemed to be okay. 1st and 10 from the 17 of Ken East. Rieselman drops back, looks to throw, gets a pass off over the middle and connects. And it's a second touchdown of the night for Aiden Pless. We know his number now, and we know that he got that grab. North Tonawanda extends its lead to 42-8 with 4:09 to go here in the third.
So that's now the second touchdown on the day for Aiden Pless. And how about this? You know, he was coming into the season with 2 catches for 16 yards. In this game, 2 catches, a little over 40 yards each catch, resulting in 6 points for North Tonawanda.
Yeah, not too bad. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, and Ciandra nails his extra point.
Bulldogs 8, Lumberjacks 43.
And that's Ciandra's 5th extra point of the night. He's 5 for 6 on the evening, and the only one, not even really a missed kick, just was a bad snap and a broken down play. So with his touchbacks, I mean, that's just another thing. North Tonawanda coming into the night 0-3. I know that they're playing a Ken East team that hasn't played a lot of football this year. They had their first 2 games postponed, canceled due to COVID. Just got their opener in against Sweet Home in last week, but they have come in and just from offense to defense to special teams, North Tonawanda has played a fantastic game tonight.
They did, and that's been to their quarterback, Nash Rieselman. He's been perfect. You know, you can't ask for anything more from your quarterback for the Lumberjacks, and for him to be a sophomore, you know, doesn't matter who they're playing right now. The fact that he's a sophomore and he's taking command of the offense, getting his team down the field, he's been spectacular. 5 passing touchdowns on the day. Just a tremendous performance from him.
Ciandra ready to kick it away, and that's more like one of the kicks we saw in the first half. That's his 3rd touchback of the game now. Like I said, all 3 phases doing it for North Tonawanda. This Ken East offense, I mean, we can't really sugarcoat it, Jake. They've struggled tonight, have really just not been able to find a rhythm, string some good plays together to gain considerable yards. And a part of it, I mean, I got to say, is just they keep getting not great starting spots. Ciandra keeps pinning them back.
They do. A lot of their possessions are starting at their own 20-yard line. And, you know, for high school football, you know, for some teams, that's just really hard to do, to get a team 80 yards down the field for 6 points.
Yeah.
And the fact that you don't have much of a kick, you know, much kicking in Western New York, you know, it's hard to get for 3 points, and it makes it even harder for 6.
And for an offense that has been struggling to get yards, they get some there. A nice tuck and run from Monasteri. Picks up close to 20 on that run. Picked up 16 on the run, forced out at the 36. But, you know, like I was saying before, Jake, you know, if you're Ken East, your offense, you know, they've gone 3 and out a couple of times, haven't really gained a lot of yards on some possessions. So when you get pinned back to start a drive in your own side of the field, and then you don't pick up a lot of yards, then you got to punt every single time, you know that the opposing team is going to get a good starting spot on that next drive. So that's certainly helped them as well. North Tonawanda, it's helped them. First down, 3:35 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a handoff to Thompson. And he's brought down after a gain of what looks like to be 3 yards.
Tell you what, number 54, Simon Kriskanis, their junior offensive line, also plays defensive line. For this case, he cuts to that right side, and you know he had a blocker in front of him, but as soon as Thompson was there, he just used his strength to bring him down. It's a beautiful tackle, and beautiful open field tackle, actually.
Lathan Thompson continuing to stay in the backfield for Ken East. 5'10", 175-pound senior. This time, it's a fake to Thompson. Monasteri going to keep it himself. And that's another big pickup on the left side. He gets a first down and is forced out of bounds. And he was tripped up after going into that North Tonawanda bench area, but no flag thrown. Got to say, Jake, now it's really occurring to me, relatively clean game tonight. Haven't seen a lot of flags thrown out there.
Yeah, we haven't seen much. The refs are letting him play, and it's been a fair, clean game, just like you mentioned. But how about Giovanni Monasteri? I know he's wanted to use his arm at times to get his team downfield, but how about this on this drive? Using his legs on 2 plays, and with those 2 plays, they've now getting his team over into North Tonawanda territory.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen the Bulldogs in the Lumberjack end of the field in a while. And Monasteri doing whatever it takes to get there. And we see, again, the passing game just continuing to struggle there. He was looking over the middle. Could have been intended for Chris Corson, senior receiver.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, Corson. I don't know if it was just a route mismatch, or if it was just a bad throw by Monasteri, but Corson was technically wide open, and if they were able to connect, he could have probably went for it.
So clock stops with 2:09 to play after that incomplete pass. We're in the 3rd quarter here at Adams Field, the home of Kenmore East. Bulldogs, however, trailing heavily to North Tonawanda right now on senior night. Offense, however, on their best drive of the game so far. Monasteri looking deep in that one. Just a stride or 2 in front of Coburn, his intended receiver.
Man, I really love Monasteri's arm. It's a nice flick of the wrist. He's getting it 40 yards through the air. It's just, unfortunately, just not been connecting to his receivers.
And Monasteri, just a junior. So, assuming he'll be back for this Bulldog team in the fall. And nice to see that they're getting some looks from their quarterback right now. Because like you said, the arm strength is there. Just not completing the passes. 3rd and 10 here Monastery dropping back, sees some pressure, and he's brought down. North Tonawanda able to get the sack. Matt Willard, the first one in there for the Lumberjacks. And again, this defense just keeping their foot on the gas here as we get into the late stages of the third.
And you got to add credit once again to Simon Kriskanas. He came off that left side, and as Monastery was feeling that pressure, he couldn't cut to his outside. That's what he was doing a lot when he was scrambling to the left side and getting those yardage. This time he tried to cut to the right. Nothing was there because Kriskanas was there to able to close it in. And then Matt Willard, the junior, able to bring him down to set up a fourth and very, very long.
Kenny's going to go for it here. Fourth and about 21. They'll swing it out to Diaz. He's able to split the first two defenders, but he's brought down just over midfield, well short of the first down. That was a real nice tackle by Colin Rozicki of North Tonawanda, able to stick with Diaz, not allowing him to get any extra yards on that run.
Yeah, and it looks like we have a player down now for Kent East.
And that's Diaz. Saw him get tackled right in that spot after that catch, and he's had a nice night for the Bulldogs. Has a lot of speed, explosiveness. Hopefully he's all right and can stay in this one, and at least not in this one because, you know, we only have about a quarter left, and a win is probably out of reach for the Bulldogs at this point. You don't want to risk his health, but hopefully, you know, he can play the rest of this season. Still got 1:05 to go, and now Diaz, pulled back up by the trainer, appears to be okay. Gets a nice round of applause from... Got a very nice-sized crowd here tonight for senior night, Jake, and got a lot of fans from both North Tonawanda and Kent East. I guess it helps. This is one of the stadiums that doesn't have a set of bleachers on the visiting side of the field, so all parents and fans attending have to be in one set of bleachers, so I guess that makes it look a little bit more attended. 1st and 10 run here. It's going to be Jason Francis. We saw him get on the field for the first time in this game, at least on the offensive side on the last drive. And that'll be a pickup of about 3 yards. Clock running inside a minute to play in the third quarter. 45 seconds left before we get to the final period. North Tonawanda with the ball, protecting a 43-8 lead right now. 6 touchdowns, 1 mixed extra point, and a safety. Have the Lumberjacks in full control of this one. 2nd and 7 from the Bulldogs 49. Rieselman going to hand it off. It's Pless as he gets out past the 40 for a first down and a little bit more. Aiden Pless, couple reception touchdowns already tonight, and now he gets himself a carry.
Yeah, Pless has contributed very well. Made 2 big plays that ended up in touchdowns for North Tonawanda. 2 of part of Rieselman's 5 touchdown performance through the year, as this clock will hit down to 0 to signal the end of the third.
And that will do it through 3 quarters, 36 minutes here at Adams Field. The visiting North Tonawanda Lumberjacks on top in this A2 matchup, 43-8. We'll take a quick commercial break and be right back for fourth quarter action here on WNY Athletics.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Welcome back to WNYathletics.com. We are coming to you live from Adams Field, home of the Kenmore East Bulldogs, for some Saturday night lights. High school football action, Section 6, Class A2, division matchup between Kenmore East and North Tonawanda. It's senior night here at Adams Field for the Bulldogs, but right now at the start of the fourth quarter, it is all North Tonawanda as the Lumberjacks lead 43-8 with 11:30 now to play. John Simon, Jacob Fyock here, BJ Stack handling the camera duties. And still in the game, under center for North Tonawanda, sophomore quarterback Nash Rieselman, who coming into tonight had 4 passing touchdowns on the season, but in this game alone has just 5. Now we get a run from Francis, and he breaks out to the left side and picks up a first down and is tackled out of bounds. And I did just say Nash Rieselman has just 5 passing touchdowns in this game tonight, Jake. Like, just 5. I meant to say, like, he's got 5, just 5, and which is more than his season total coming into the game. So probably the best night of his career so far is the Lumberjacks starting quarterback. As I mentioned, Nash Rieselman just a sophomore, but playing with a lot of poise tonight, Jake.
Yeah, he's making smart reads when he's in the pocket, and he's done a good job finding his receivers, getting the nice ball into his receivers for nice catch and stride, which you want from your quarterback. And for him to do it as a sophomore is very incredible. It's great for North Tonawanda, who's had a little bit down the football program this season and their prior season, and they could have possibly something in the future for the next 2 seasons.
Get a first down run here. It's going to be Dennis Johnson again. And he's tackled inside the 15. Saw him a lot in the first half for North Tonawanda. Got a reception touchdown already in this one, and there he gets a nice pickup of about 7. Or actually, he got a first down there. I didn't think he got that far. First down at the 12-yard line for North Tonawanda. And you mentioned, Jake, the Lumberjacks, not exactly at a high point in program history right now, coming off of a 1-8 season in 2019, off to an 0-3 start this year. But like we said, playing a fantastic all-around game tonight in all 3 phases. And with a promising-looking sophomore quarterback, a lot of things are looking up for the Lumberjacks. 1st and 10 from the Kenny's 12, under 9.5 to play in this one. Rieselman, the handoff to Francis, goes out to the left, cuts back inside to the middle, and he crosses the plane. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The crowd reaction got me. The North Tonawanda faithful reacted like he scored, but no official gave the ruling, and he's a yard short. It'll be 1st and goal for North Tonawanda.
John, I wouldn't be surprised. If I was in your spot, I thought that would have been a touchdown too. That football is literally inches, if not maybe centimeters, towards that end zone marker.
Francis remains in the backfield. We'll see if he gets to finish what he started on this drive. And he'll get it. And this time he'll get over. North Tonawanda finds the end zone again. It's their 2nd rushing score of the night, 7th touchdown overall. And that extends the North Tonawanda advantage to 49-8 here in the 4th quarter.
And just like Sam Heim, John Francis getting his first rushing touchdown on the year. And, having him, he doesn't, play much, but when he gets his time, he likes to go out there and have a really good time along with his teammates. The senior, it's supposed to be senior night for Kenmore East, but there's been some seniors on North Tonawanda that have made some big plays, and Francis does dare to extend the lead even more.
So they are an extra point away here from a 50 spot. And that one from Ciandra's blocked. He's been good on extra points so far tonight. That's his first real miss. As I said earlier, their only extra point miss was on a bad snap and broken down play. So that's his first hiccup. But nevertheless, 41-point lead for North Tonawanda, not too bad.
No, absolutely. This is what they wanted to do. They came on the road into this territory 0-3, and they wanted to prove that, listen, we are a good football team. We want to show that, we have the players that can do it and, and have a nice future in the next year or two. especially with Rieselman as their sophomore quarterback, are showing that they can be a good football team when the game plan comes to fruition.
7 touchdowns and a safety have gotten North Tonawanda to this 49-8 lead with 8:52 remaining. And on that last 1-yard rushing score from Jason Francis, he became the 5th Lumberjack to score in this game. So, Jake, we mentioned that coming into this game, all 4 touchdowns that the Lumberjacks had scored through their first 3 contests were all Wally Wisniewski reception scores. Now, tonight he does have a pair himself, but it's nice to see 4 other Lumberjacks getting on the score sheet. Now we're going to get a kickoff return from Ken East. It's Diaz. Fielded it from inside his own 10, and he gets out to the 20, but is wrapped up there.
And like you mentioned with North Tonawanda, that's with Wisniewski being their only guy to score, that's been honestly their falter on their offense. He's been their main guy they've gone to in the air. Rieselman and Wisniewski have had a nice connection, but this is where, against Kenmore East, you try to open up the game plan more and try to get Johnson, a chance for a touchdown, along with Press and Sam Hine, who's done really good on the ground. And that's what we've seen so far, is they've done a good job utilizing their strongest players on their offense, and it's capitalized.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns from Wisniewski, 2 from Pless, 1 from Johnson. Just a lot of scores all around. 8:42 to go. Ken East offense looking to get going again, and a big hit there. Thompson was able to get her yard or 2, but stepping up to lay the boom on that was Justin Van Volkenberg. Had 15 tackles coming into this game, good for 3rd highest on the team. And that might have been his most bone-crushing of the year so far.
That's the biggest boom I've seen so far this season. Volkenberg just delivering a huge hit on the runner for Kenmore East. And it was a nice little run, though, 2 or 3 yards, but Volkenberg just making his presence known with that tackle.
Got 8 minutes and counting to go in this one. Now we're going to get a run for Diaz on 2nd and 7. He gets out to the left for a couple more before getting chopped out from under and brought to the turf. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs here. Just looking ahead again, North Tonawanda after tonight got 1 more game left on the slate. They'll play at Star Point on Friday, April 30th at 7 p.m., while Kenmore East, they got 1 game on their schedule. They're scheduled to play at Will South on Saturday, May 1st, but they may have something, with some COVID cancellations. Now we get a big run here from Thompson. Picks up the 1st down and more on 3rd and short, able to get out past the 45. And Lathan Thompson, the first-year varsity football player for Kenmore East, despite being a senior, getting some nice touches here in the 4th quarter on senior night.
And he's trying to use as much of it as he can for his nice 1-year experience on this football program. And he uses that speed, him along with Marcus Diaz and a couple other players that are on this Kenmore East basketball squad. He used his speed in that game. And here in football, he's able to use it there for a 1st down.
Going to see Thompson get a touch here again. Goes out to the right side, picks up about 2 or 3. Inside 6.5 to play. The Kenmore East offense still looking for their 1st touchdown. The Bulldogs' 8 points came way back in the 1st half. With about 3.5 minutes in, they got a 47-yard fumble recovery, scoop and score touchdown from Jacob Coburn. But since then, it has just been all Lumberjacks in this one. It is North Tonawanda, 6 minutes away now from getting their 1st win of the season. Monasteri in the shotgun now. Originally looked right. Now he's got a run to his left. Escapes some pressure. Sees more. He's not even looking to throw. He's just got to get out of bounds and takes a little bit of a shot there. Showed it one of the Kenmore East coaches, but everybody appears to be okay.
Yeah, Munisteri in that case is trying to do as much as he can on that play off the right edge. North Tonawanda once again just breaking through. Tries to break through 1 tackle, You saw him go back 10, 15 yards behind their line of scrimmage, was able to regain some of it, but it is technically a loss of yardage on the play.
And you got to give as much credit as we have to give to the North Tonawanda offense tonight. I mean, 7 touchdowns, 5 through the air, 2 on the ground, 47 points. We got to give a lot of credit to the defense too. But on 3rd and long here, Monasteri swinging it out, that one going through the hands of Trudeau and incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. But like I said, Jake, this North Tonawanda defense, they got a safety in this game. They got an interception. They've gotten some big stops on 4th down to get the ball back for their offense. But when you look at their season as a whole, first 2 weeks they give up 36 to Will South and then 38 to South Park. Last week they only give up 14 out of Amherst, and tonight virtually pitching a shutout against Kenmore East. I mean, this has been a very nice turnaround over the last 2 weeks for this Lumberjack defense.
And like you mentioned, those first 2 opponents they had, Will South and South Park, they've been known as one of the better teams in Western New York.
Yeah, 2 of the top teams in Western New York, probably 2 of the top teams in A2. And on 4th and 12, talk about seniors playing to the final whistle. Marcus Diaz, he's gotten banged up a lot in this game. Has gotten some plays not, go his way with incomplete passes. But there on 4th and 12, he picks up the first down with a very nice catch and run.
So with Marcus Diaz, with myself, if you guys followed during our basketball season for Western New York Athletics, Marcus Diaz, I covered him a couple of times with Kenmore East, who unfortunately did not have that great as a season as they expected. But Diaz, with him, he's always a really tremendous worker where no matter what the score is, he's going to keep giving 100%. And right there, he does it for a big first down.
And now you see Diaz with another touch on 1st and 10, but this time he's snuffed out quick. A trio of Lumberjacks there to put him to the turf. And that will be a gain of 1, I guess. That's where they're going to mark it.
So to go back about North Tonawanda, throughout the season, they've progressively have gotten better throughout the season. Their head coach, Rick Tom, they go up against Will South and South Park, who, like you mentioned, may be 2 of the best teams in A2. Then they go up against Amherst. They were shut out, but they only allowed Amherst to 14 points. Why? You're seeing it now. Why? Well, with how great and fast this defense is against Kenmore East. And now you see the offensive firepower that they've been looking for all season.
2nd and 9. Monasteri keeping that one himself. Picks up a few before being brought down near the Kenmore East sideline. And yeah, you mentioned, Jake, only 14 points allowed last week against Amherst. They gave up exactly 200 yards in that game, 2 to the Tigers. Only 2 touchdowns, as we said. And tonight, I mean, we don't have the total in front of us, but I can't imagine Ken East has close to 200 yards.
Yeah, on my stat sheet towards the end of the first half, they were under 100 yards of total offense.
Inside 3.5 to go in this one. Kenmore East offense on the field. And Lathan Thompson, another nice run. Cuts to the middle and then back to the outside to get another first. And I know it's late in the game and the win is well out of reach, but an inspiring showing right now from this Kenmore East Bulldog offense, putting a nice end to senior night despite going to be on the losing end.
We do have about 3 minutes in ticking in this game, but I'll tell you what, if there's any guy I want to see on Kenmore East get a touchdown right now, it is Lathan Thompson. Like I mentioned, 1 year, first year on this varsity football program, going to be his last. Be great here on senior night if he gets a score.
They're inside the 30 of North Tonawanda right now. This is the best drive the offense has put together all night for the Bulldogs. Thompson again going to run it out to the right. Now he cuts back to the middle. We got a flag on the field, but Thompson's going to score. We'll see if the call brings this back.
However, there is a flag thrown on the field.
Oh, and that's a killer.
And that's going to bring the touchdown back. You hate to see that. Thompson with a nice run. But we got a penalty call against the Bulldogs. It's a hold. That'll negate the touchdown. And, Jake, that's a tough break. I think even North Tonawanda's sideline in a way has got to be like, yeah, just give him the touchdown.
What's even more worse is I technically jinxed it. Like, come on. I wanted Lathan Thompson to get the touchdown. What happens on the next play? He goes 30-plus yards down the 20-plus yards down the field, and it all gets negated due to a holding penalty.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jake. I don't think you're the only one that wants him to get a touchdown. I'm sure he wants to score. I'm sure his teammates, coaches, fans want him to score. You know, someone from Kenny East just wants to get somebody from their team in the end zone. So 1st and 15 now. It's going to go to Diaz again. Gets out to the right, able to shake a couple tacklers. He's still free. Now has some space to the left side. Marcus Diaz still on his feet, cuts back to the inside and crosses the plane. Touchdown, Kenmore East. Marcus Diaz has been bringing the fight all night, showing off his explosiveness, and he finally gets himself on the score sheet with a 30-yard touchdown run.
And that goes back to what I said earlier about Marcus Diaz, of him being that tremendous hard worker that's not going to give up regardless of how much time's left on the clock or whatever, what the score is going to be. And what happens, moves to that right side, notices he's not going to get much yardage around that 25, 20-yard line, cuts it back to the left, finds just enough room, using that speed, cut to the left side and in the end zone.
That could have been held to just a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. It looked like he was going to get tripped up or brought down, and then he just emerged from the pack over by that North Tonawanda sideline and still didn't even really break away, still had to make some cuts back inside to find the goal line. I mean, that was as tough of a 30-yard run as it gets, just the back and forth that he had to go. But that one, certainly a play to keep for his highlight reel. It's a nice end for him on senior night. And with 2:12 to go in this game, we got a timeout from Kenmore East, just assuming they're going to draw up something for this 2-point conversion.
Well, not only that, you also have the person who just scored the touchdown, Diaz, currently down on the field. Looks like he's trying to be helped up by his teammates.
Oh, yeah, I saw him down on the sideline over there, but back on his feet, just getting stretched out a little bit, maybe fixing his pads, his shoulder pads, I think. So the Bulldogs going to come out here for the 2-point conversion. They were successful on their only attempt following the defensive touchdown way back in the first quarter. It was a 2-yard run into the end zone from quarterback Giovanni Monasteri. And now Monasteri in there again. Takes the snap, hands it to Thompson. And it looks like he got across the plane. Nope, they're going to rule him short. So the Bulldogs trying to get Lathan Thompson into the end zone there on the 2-point conversion, but it's no good. The Bulldogs score remains at 14. And as I said, with 2:12 to go here, they'll kick it back to North Tonawanda.
And that's one of those touchdowns by Kenmore East where, it's one of those respectable touchdowns where you get late in the game, and for it to happen to a senior like Marcus Diaz, it's very tremendous to see that, especially on senior night. He's definitely happy that, presuming, just like a lot of other people are here tonight for the Kenmore East fans, and just a nice touchdown to get on the board. The first actually offensive touchdown they had tonight, because the other one was a defensive touchdown.
Right, and we'll see what Kenny elects to do here. I don't know if head coach Brian Hellman is in the business of using his timeouts and trying to get the ball back in this game. But if not, North Tonawanda really just a first down or two away from truly sealing the win here and putting the final nail in the coffin. They're ready to return the kick. Ken East going back out. It'll be Jake Coburn again, ready to kick it away. He did score the first touchdown in this one. Coburn was the one to pick up the ball and run it back for the fumble recovery score back in the early stages of the first quarter. And we'll see what looks like an onside attempt from the Bulldogs. North Tonawanda at least planning for one.
Yeah, looks like that's what they're trying to do.
And it will be. Kick to the far side, and a very nice job fielding that one. That's as clean as it gets. Anthony Swan for North Tonawanda just smothering that ball right around the 45.
Yeah, he did a good job just able to hold on to it and basically turtle shelling it as he tries to hold it on to make sure that that ball does not pop out, make sure he has full control.
So the North Tonawanda offense back out there with a 35-point lead and 2:09 to play. as long as we don't see any, what could very well be the greatest miracle comeback in football history at that point. As long as we don't see that, North Tonawanda will get their first win of the season. They'll improve to 1-3. Ken East will drop to 0-2. The Bulldogs just trying to fight their way through a tough COVID season. Again, all teams having to play only 5 games or maybe a couple more with playoffs, as we get a carry there from Francis up ahead for a few yards for the Lumberjacks. But like I said, Jake, I can't stress it enough. I can't imagine what this Bulldog group had to go through, having to wait 15 months through the COVID pandemic to get back on the field or get their football team together at least. And then you're ready to play your first game against Will East, and bang, you got to go on COVID pause. And then you got your second game against Star Point again, COVID pause. So, I mean, these guys didn't start their season until the middle of April, really. They're still, going through things that teams go through in their first week.
Yeah, and almost on top of all that, Brian Hillman coming in his first year as varsity head coach for Kenmore East is just one of those unfortunate events that have just piled on for the football program.
2nd and 6 for North Tonawanda here. Francis able to take another handoff and moves ahead for the first down. At least it looked like he got the first down. Yeah, they're going to mark him at the 47 of Kenmore East.
He's going to be
they're going to be short.
About a yard.
Looked like it was good for a first from where the yard marker was before. Maybe they just wanted to keep the clock running. 50 seconds to play in this one. Clock winding down on its way to triple zeros. North Tonawanda in no rush to get this play off. After this one's complete, we'll got just one game on the slate tomorrow, it being a Sunday, and then we head into the final week of the regular season for the 2021 spring football season, or technically fall 2. But Rieselman takes the knee on that one, and that'll be the final play of the game. The clock winds down. The players from the respective sides giving their props to one another for a hard-fought effort. But North Tonawanda improving to 1-3 with the victory here tonight. An impressive one. They make a statement. 49-14, they defeat Kenmore East. The Bulldogs celebrating senior night tonight here at Adams Field. They put up a nice effort. But North Tonawanda gets the road victory. They improve to 1-3. Kenmore East drops to 0-2. For Jacob Fyock and our cameraman BJ Stack, I'm John Simon. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We will see you next time for more high school sports action on WNYathletics.com.